Hey everyone, welcome. On this channel, we're going to get into an advanced look at the story Disastrous Necromancer. Come with me as we unravel the journey of Lin Moyu, from his beginnings to him becoming a force to be reckoned with in a mysterious new world. If this story sounds like something you'll enjoy, please like, share, and comment. Your support helps us keep providing these in-depth looks into the world of Disastrous Necromancer. Now let's continue.
In the outer region, after having a good drink with Zhuang Bai, Chu Shang, and a few others, Lin Moyu finally left. The four of them, two couples, were enjoying their time together, and Lin Moyu, being considerate, did not want to be a third wheel. Lin Moyu quickly traversed the starry sky, reflecting on his recent experiences. This time, he entered the Xinghuo tribe to save people and later entered the territory of the Copper Lizard tribe. After several battles, not only did he verify his combat power, but he also changed the human race's plan. For Lin Moyu, this trip was very rewarding. Not only did he gain world crystals, but more importantly, he got closer to the mysterious master. Arrangements made millions of years ago had become reality, and Lin Moyu deeply felt the terror of that master. None of the heavenly lords he had encountered before could arrange things from ancient times to the present. The illusory mist heavenly lord and the holy talisman heavenly lord only left inheritances, waiting for those with fate. But the mysterious master was certain that Lin Moyu would go. Of course, this also involved the Fate Heavenly Lord, but the river of fate seen by the Fate Heavenly Lord must have been vague. Lin Moyu had encountered the river of fate and knew this very well. The river of fate only provided a vague outline, and the future was constantly changing. What was seen might not necessarily happen. He didn't know how the mysterious master determined that he would definitely go. Lin Moyu could only hold this in awe. Finally, after many days, Lin Moyu returned to the Divine City. The Heavenly Lord was already waiting in the central temple, along with the Hao Heavenly Lord and Xiao Wu. When Xiao Wu saw Lin Moyu, she immediately rushed over and clung to him. "Master, you're finally back." As Xiao Wu's master, Lin Moyu had a special bond with her, a unique affection. After being apart for a long time, this affection did not diminish at all. Lin Moyu smiled and said, "You're not a spirit anymore. You're a human now. Don't act like this." Xiao Wu responded with an "oh," and cleverly got down from Lin Moyu. During this time, she had been with the Hao Heavenly Lord, who taught her a lot. Xiao Wu had started cultivating again, and her aptitude was excellent, progressing quickly. After all, in ancient times, Xiao Wu had listened to the teachings of the Heavenly Lords many times, accumulating a deep foundation. Now that she could cultivate, it was normal for her to soar. The Heavenly Lord smiled and said, "You're finally back. It seems you experienced a lot in the space rift." Lin Moyu's expression was somber. "Yes, behind the space rift is the Xinghuo tribe." The Xinghuo tribe? The Heavenly Lord was slightly surprised. Wasn't this tribe extinct long ago? At this moment, Xiao Wu interjected, "As long as the stars don't die, the Xinghuo tribe will always exist." The old master said that the Xinghuo tribe is hard to kill. Even the illusory mist Heavenly Lord said this, making Lin Moyu feel that the mysterious master had extraordinary means. The illusory mist Heavenly Lord found it difficult to kill the Xinghuo tribe, yet the mysterious master used them as pawns. Lin Moyu explained, the Xinghuo tribe was not extinct but sealed and cursed. The mysterious master from ancient times used the Xinghuo tribe to set up a scheme, leaving some things until now. Lin Moyu recounted his experiences to the Heavenly Lord and the Hao Heavenly Lord without much concealment. In the greater world, they were like his teachers, always taking care of him. Just like the teachers in the small world, Lin Moyu regarded them as family. However, Lin Moyu did not tell them that the divine path was irreparable. Generations of human heavenly lords had been working to repair the divine path. Suddenly telling them that the divine path was irreparable would impact their lifelong beliefs. Lin Moyu understood this, so he didn't say it. But it wasn't that he wouldn't say it, it just wasn't the right time. Eventually, he would have to tell them, but it required skill and time. The two heavenly lords fell into deep thought, speculating about the identity of the mysterious master. From the vast ancient data they had, the figure of the mysterious master appeared in many places. Combined with Lin Moyu's experiences, it seemed that many arrangements were indeed made by the mysterious master. Xiao Wu, seeing the two in thought, also frowned. "I seem to remember the old master mentioning a mysterious master." Lin Moyu looked over. "Xiao Wu, tell us." Xiao Wu frowned. "Let me think." The central temple became quiet. Not only Lin Moyu, but the Heavenly Lord and the Hao Heavenly Lord were also waiting for Xiao Wu's answer. After thinking for a long time, Xiao Wu's eyes suddenly lit up. I remember now. The old master said that a master was arranging something, seemingly to save the world. But the old master felt that this world was beyond saving. However, the old master didn't dare to oppose that master and ultimately chose to believe in part of what the master said. The old master called the Fate Heavenly Lord and asked him to check the future, which led to the decision to leave me behind. At that time, the Fate Heavenly Lord was the busiest, running around everywhere, with people constantly seeking him. Xiao Wu didn't know much, but from her words, it was clear that the mysterious master had a status higher than the Heavenly Lords. The illusory Mist Heavenly Lord had to ask the Fate Heavenly Lord for help. But the mysterious master could command, even order. In that era, the Heavenly Lords were the supreme beings. Lin Moyu couldn't figure out the identity of the mysterious master. It couldn't be a Dao Lord. If there were a Dao Lord in the greater world, the Black Blood realm wouldn't be a threat. At that level, each step was a world of difference. All the supreme beings in the greater world combined might not be able to defeat a single Heavenly Lord. The Hao Heavenly Lord asked, "Do you think the mysterious master's arrangement can really save the greater world?" Lin Moyu didn't think much and directly said, "I believe him." The Hao Heavenly Lord didn't ask for Lin Moyu's reasons. This answer was enough. Lin Moyu had his own thoughts. Only those who had personally experienced the mysterious master's arrangements and seen the mysterious master knew how terrifying he was. He stood at a level higher than the Heavenly Lords and saw further. In his words, it seemed to imply another layer of meaning, making Lin Moyu feel that the greater world must be saved. Not for others, but for himself, the greater world must be saved. Lin Moyu then discussed his views on the greater world and the next steps for the human race. Lin Moyu expressed his hope that nothing would be hidden from him. He knew that the Heavenly Lords didn't want him to be too involved, fearing it would affect him. But Lin Moyu felt that he needed to be involved in some things. After discussing for a while, Lin Moyu left the central temple to find Elder Yan. Upon arriving at the artifact refining area of the Divine City, Elder Yan was already waiting. Lin Moyu had sent a message to Elder Yan beforehand, and Elder Yan had indicated that he was not busy, so Lin Moyu went over. Lin Moyu knew that Elder Yan was a very busy person. Any difficult artifact refining tasks among the human race were usually handed over to Elder Yan. Elder Yan had delved deeply into the art of artifact refining and was very likely to achieve the Tao of artifact refining and reach the level of a saint. At this moment, Elder Yan seemed to be not far from becoming a saint. "Elder Yan, I'm here to trouble you again," Lin Moyu said with a smile, very politely. Elder Yan waved his hand. "Tell me, what strange thing do you want to refine this time?" Lin Moyu replied, "This time, I don't need to refine anything. I have 2 items that need Elder Yan's help to repair." Elder Yan frowned slightly. "What needs repairing?" Lin Moyu took out his warship and the Lizard God War Palace. The 2 treasures did not unfold but slowly rotated in Lin Moyu's palm. Just these 2. Elder Yan recognized the warship at first glance, as he had repaired it before. Naturally, he knew its capabilities. It's broken to this extent, even the spatial array is damaged. It seems you encountered a strong enemy. Then he looked at the Lizard God War Palace, and his eyes lit up. This is the Golden Lizard Palace of the Copper Lizard King. Lin Moyu smiled. Actually, it's called the Lizard God War Palace. It was refined by human artifact refiners for the Copper Lizard race in ancient times. It is actually a human artifact. Elder Yan murmured, "No wonder, I thought it looked familiar. If it was refined by humans, there should be a hidden human core inside." Lin Moyu immediately flattered. Elder Yan is indeed the #1 artifact refiner of our time, with unparalleled insight. There is indeed a hidden core. Elder Yan didn't pay attention to Lin Moyu's flattery. At this moment, he was staring at the Lizard God War Palace without blinking. The Lizard God War Palace was a masterpiece of ancient artifact refiners, and repairing it was also a learning process. Ancient artifact refiners were undoubtedly stronger than those of today. Perhaps the Lizard God War Palace was the work of a supreme artifact refiner. To Elder Yan, nothing could compare to it. Lin Moyu tentatively asked, "Elder Yan, can it be repaired?" Elder Yan immediately replied, "Of course, it can. I'll take this job, and I can promise you that as long as I have the materials, I won't charge you a single cent." No charge? Lin Moyu had originally planned to spend a lot of Divine City merits, as this was an ancient artifact, and the materials needed were very precious. But unexpectedly, Elder Yan agreed to do it for free. Lin Moyu couldn't help but ask, "Does Elder Yan have any other requests? Feel free to mention them." Elder Yan chuckled, "You're quite smart. My request is that you don't set a time limit. I want to study it thoroughly while repairing it. Of course, I know you need to go out. I can repair your warship within 3 days, also for free." Lin Moyu couldn't help but laugh. He didn't expect to benefit from the Lizard God War Palace in the end. Since Elder Yan had this request, Lin Moyu naturally agreed. Moreover, the Lizard God War Palace wasn't of much use to Lin Moyu, it was just for fun. Lin Moyu handed over his warship and the Lizard God War Palace to Elder Yan. "I'll leave it to you, Elder Yan." He then sat down nearby, not disturbing Elder Yan. Elder Yan immediately got to work, first repairing the warship to quickly get Lin Moyu out of the way. As for the Lizard God War Palace, he wanted to repair it slowly and study it thoroughly. Lin Moyu watched and couldn't help but laugh. He could easily guess Elder Yan's thoughts. Elder Yan's excitement was too obvious, like a child who had received a gift and couldn't wait to open it. Lin Moyu naturally didn't say anything. He focused his mind on his soul. His soul was still continuously drawing the world-burning talisman, which appeared and then collapsed repeatedly. Over these days, he had drawn the world-burning talisman countless times, more than tens of thousands. But not once had he succeeded. Each time, the world-burning talisman had a flaw. It looked perfect, but there was always a problem. Even with Lin Moyu's patience, he was getting a bit anxious. Where exactly is the problem? Lin Moyu thought to himself. He felt that it wasn't a matter of incorrect drawing but rather missing some key points. According to the mysterious master, once the world-burning talisman was successfully drawn, it could transform into a world-burning fire seed, meant to refine the world. Lin Moyu was very sure that he had drawn the world-burning talisman perfectly, but it just wouldn't succeed. Where exactly is the problem? Lin Moyu started from the beginning of drawing the talisman, checking each step. There is no problem with the soul power. The technique is also correct. Could it be that this talisman cannot be drawn in the soul world? Lin Moyu had a thought and raised his hand, starting to draw the world-burning talisman in reality. Soul power flowed to his fingers, using his finger as a pen and his soul as ink. 10 seconds later, a world-burning talisman appeared. The world-burning talisman was perfect, with an indescribable beauty. From a distance, it looked like a flame, constantly flickering with space and time. But in the next second, the world-burning talisman spontaneously combusted, and the flame collapsed. Failed again. What is missing? Lin Moyu fell into deep thought. Since he started learning talismans, no talisman had stumped him. Even ancient talismans were only beyond his reach due to his insufficient level. Once he reached the required level, ancient talismans were no longer a problem. But the world-burning talisman had genuinely stumped him. This talisman seemed simple compared to ancient talismans. But no matter how he drew it, he couldn't succeed. The problem isn't in the drawing process, nor in the soul power, nor is it related to the soul world or the real world. Then where is the problem? A peculiar aura rose from Lin Moyu, his luck surged, white mist swirled around his head, and the sound of dragon roars echoed. Raising his luck to the highest, Lin Moyu began drawing the world-burning talisman again. In desperation, Lin Moyu decided to use his luck to try to find the problem. The world-burning talisman was drawn in his soul's hand, and after 3 seconds, it collapsed again. Lin Moyu's soul slowly spoke. It seems, something is different. Previously, it lasted 1 second. This time, it lasted 3 seconds. Is it because of good luck? Lin Moyu pondered, feeling like he had grasped something. He then drew the talisman several more times. Although they all ended in failure, each world-burning talisman lasted 3 seconds. It was an improvement from before. Lin Moyu gradually found the clue, and then a flash of insight struck his soul, and he finally understood. The world-burning talisman is not purely a talisman. It requires external forces. There are several external forces. One is the power of disaster souls, the fundamental power for drawing the world-burning talisman. The second external force is the power of the void. I don't control the power of the void, but I have the explosive luck technique, which brings me a trace of the power of the void. The third force is the power of reality. The world-burning talisman can transform into a world-burning fire seed, so it needs a catalyst, something that can turn it into a world-burning fire seed. Let's use this. Lin Moyu had a sudden inspiration. A gray flame, the undying flame, appeared in his soul's hand. Compared to the soul fire, Lin Moyu felt that the undying flame was more suitable. Soul power was injected into the undying flame, and the two forces merged. He began drawing the world-burning talisman again. The undying flame serves as the power of reality, and luck serves as the power of the void. Soul power acts as the main force, merging the powers of reality and void into a special force that Lin Moyu cannot describe. When the world-burning talisman began to be drawn, Lin Moyu felt the difference. This time, the world-burning talisman seemed to have some kind of vitality. Lin Moyu felt that what he was drawing was not an ordinary talisman, not a basic talisman, nor an advanced talisman, and certainly not an ancient talisman. It seemed to be an existence of another level, a very magical feeling. Even with Lin Moyu's knowledge, it still felt magical. When the world-burning talisman was completed, he vaguely heard the heartbeat of the world-burning talisman. At the center of the world-burning talisman, a weak flame was growing. Lin Moyu, feeling inspired, raised his hand and pressed it on the center of the world-burning talisman, where the flame was growing. Soul power, wrapped in the undying flame and illusory luck, continuously poured in. The world-burning talisman began to burn, collapsing inward and shrinking, while the flame at the center began to grow stronger. It's done. Lin Moyu was slightly excited, watching the world-burning talisman completely shrink into the flame, which then blossomed with brilliance and stabilized completely. The world-burning fire seed was formed, burning fiercely in the soul world. A small flame, not even the size of a fist, yet it contained the power to burn the world. Lin Moyu was immensely impressed by the methods of the mysterious master. Besides admiration, there was also a hint of fear. At the moment the world-burning fire seed was formed, Lin Moyu suddenly realized that every step he took seemed to be within the calculations of the other party. The world-burning fire seed required the power of the void, which ordinary people could not access. How did the mysterious master, separated by millions of years, determine that he could access the power of the void? Did he even predict that I would obtain the explosive luck technique, or was he just gambling? If he predicted even the explosive luck technique, that would be too terrifying. A gamble, a million-year gamble, could it have a winning chance? Looking at the world-burning fire seed, various thoughts emerged in Lin Moyu's mind, making him feel very complicated. The branches of the world tree drooped down, injecting soul power into the world-burning fire seed. After the world-burning fire seed was formed, it needed continuous nourishment with soul power to grow, eventually reaching the level where it could burn the world. This task did not require the soul to do it personally, the world tree could handle it. During this time, the world tree continuously absorbed the power of the world crystals, seemingly growing a bit larger. The flowers and fruits on the world tree did not change much, they were still far from maturity. The growth of the world tree was very slow, but fortunately, it was always growing, and one day it would mature. Returning to consciousness, a smile appeared on Lin Moyu's lips. The successful drawing of the world-burning talisman put him in a very good mood. He looked at Elder Yan, who was busy, and every movement of Elder Yan was like art, full of the charm of the Tao. The warship was slightly enlarged but not fully unfolded. Elder Yan's laws were like needles and threads, repairing every gap in the warship. This subtle technique was absolutely unmatched by other races. Lin Moyu watched intently, feeling that Elder Yan's artifact refining techniques had a wonderful similarity to drawing talismans. All methods returned to the same source, all paths returned to the origin. Lin Moyu thought of the Great World Talisman, where all the laws in the Great World, the myriad Tao, actually came from the same source, all originating from the Great World Talisman. A strange feeling was growing, and Lin Moyu felt that if he went to cultivate Elder Yan's artifact refining Tao, he could quickly get started and make rapid progress. Strangely, Lin Moyu seemed to have a sense of familiarity with the Tao of artifact refining. Strange, it's one thing to have a talent for talismans, but do I also have a talent for artifact refining? Lin Moyu found it unlikely. Although all paths return to the origin, at the beginning of cultivation, each path is different. It's like rivers, big rivers, streams, and underground rivers, all eventually flowing into the sea. But in the process, they are all different. Even top geniuses are usually only proficient in one path, not multiple. But Lin Moyu found that he seemed to be different, as if he had talent in every path. Lin Moyu thought of when he first came to the Great World and personally refined a soul garment for himself. The soul garment was very low level, but now looking back, it didn't seem to take much effort to refine it. Other artifact refiners, when they first started learning, had to go through many failures. But he didn't experience much failure. And in alchemy, Lin Moyu had never formally refined a pill, but after reading many materials on pills, he didn't find it difficult. Lin Moyu couldn't help but show a strange expression, feeling a bit perverted. Lin boy, what are you thinking? Elder Yan's voice exploded in his ear, accompanied by scorching heat. Elder Yan was covered in flames, having just finished refining, and the heat hadn't dissipated. His words were like explosions. Lin Moyu collected his thoughts and smiled, nothing, just admiring Elder Yan's exquisite artifact refining techniques. I was a bit entranced. Elder Yan showed a, I don't believe you, expression, stop flattering, I don't buy it. Here's your warship. Next, I'll focus on studying the Lizard God War Palace. Don't disturb me. I'll notify you when I've figured it out. Don't worry, I won't keep your stuff. Elder Yan spoke quickly, blocking Lin Moyu's words and also hinting for him to leave. Lin Moyu immediately understood Elder Yan's meaning, put away the repaired warship, and said, "Then I won't disturb Elder Yan. Take your time, I'm not in a hurry." With that, Lin Moyu turned and left without any reluctance. He was indeed not in a hurry. The Lizard God War Palace had lost most of its functions, its combat ability greatly reduced, now only equivalent to a half-step othershore. For Lin Moyu, whether he had the Lizard God War Palace or not didn't make much difference in his strength. Lin Moyu had just left when he saw a flame rise into the sky, covering half of the artifact refining area. The flame sealed off Elder Yan's area, not allowing anyone to enter. Elder Yan began to study the Lizard God War Palace in seclusion. Lin Moyu hoped that Elder Yan could figure out something, preferably constructing a rule world with the Lizard God War Palace and stepping into the Saint Realm. In this way, the human race would have a Saint-level artifact refining master. Having one more Saint was a great thing for the human race. No one could predict the future. According to the Heavenly Lord's divine travel, the Great World was already very close to another world, and they might encounter it any day. If the other side was powerful, the Great World would face a great disaster. In this situation, one's own strength was particularly important. Moreover, the human race still had to fight against various races, eliminating them one by one, all requiring strength. Lin Moyu did not stay. He also left the Divine City, took out the newly repaired warship, and instantly disappeared into the starry sky. The warship entered deep space, heading towards its destination. Lin Moyu was going to retrieve the third inheritance left by the Holy Talisman Heavenly Lord. The inheritance of the Holy Talisman Heavenly Lord is scattered across various places, one after another. Only by completing the previous one can you obtain information about the next one. For the Holy Talisman Heavenly Lord, this is also a kind of test. If you can't pass it, then you are not qualified to receive his inheritance. The location of the third inheritance is between the primary area and the outer area. Previously, he was able to reach the space rift so quickly because he was on his way to the outer area, which was relatively close. This time, there should be no one to disturb me. Lin Moyu once again immersed his consciousness into his soul, beginning to receive the inheritance of the Starlight Supreme. Previously, he was interrupted multiple times, and later, due to the matters of the Xinghuo tribe and the Copper Lizard tribe, coupled with the appearance of the world-burning talisman, he never had the time to properly study the inheritance. Now, he finally had some time. Segments of inheritance information surged in, and Lin Moyu quickly accepted and digested them, transforming them into his own understanding. Each law is profound and mysterious, with endless secrets and various evolutions. The Starlight Law, as a second-tier law, is no exception. However, the inheritance of this Starlight Supreme is not so complicated. He simplified the complex, integrating the laws and condensing the myriad changes of the laws. In the end, in all his inheritance, the function of the Starlight Law was reduced to 3 types. The first type is for attack, using the Starlight Law to attack enemies, which is the most common ability of various laws. The attack power of the Starlight Law is not strong, but its advantage lies in its minimal consumption and endless variations. However, this Supreme integrated the attack methods of the Starlight Law, ultimately forming a spell. The spell is called Long River Falling Empty, and its casting method is extremely astonishing. It transforms the Starlight Law into a Star River weapon, directly smashing it towards the enemy. It fully utilizes the power of the law's Star River, unleashing astonishing attack power. The second type is for defense. The Starlight Law has no advantage in defense, but this Supreme also utilized the law's Star River, transforming it into a world that envelops himself, providing strong defensive power. Whether in attack or defense, it showcases the strength of this Supreme. But what Lin Moyu valued most was the third type, called the Starlight Refining Method in the inheritance. Using the Starlight Law to refine starlight, condensing it into stars, and placing the stars into the rule world can help the rule world become stronger. Especially during the early stages of condensing the rule world at the other shore level. Using the Starlight Refining Method can create a relatively powerful rule world. The rule world is divided into trash, ordinary, and perfect levels. Using the Starlight Refining Method can at least ensure that the rule world reaches the ordinary level, rather than becoming trash. An ordinary level rule world has the potential to step into the Supreme Realm. Lin Moyu did not value the attack and defense aspects, but the Starlight Refining Method was exactly what he wanted. After accepting the inheritance, Lin Moyu couldn't wait to try using the Starlight Refining Method. The earlier the Starlight Refining Method is used, the better. Now that his rule world has just taken shape, if it can receive the help of the starlight refining method, it will be greatly beneficial for the future. Coupled with the existence of world crystals, Lin Moyu's confidence in constructing a perfect rule world increased. According to the mysterious master, constructing a perfect rule world is the most important. Leaving the Xinghuo tribe at that time was to give the world crystals to himself, helping him construct a perfect rule world. But having world crystals does not necessarily mean constructing a perfect rule world. Lin Moyu had less than a 50% chance, but now with the starlight refining method, his confidence increased by another 10%, reaching at least 60%. This confidence is already significant. After all, even in ancient times, perfect rule worlds were extremely rare. They are the mark of the strongest supremes and a stepping stone to becoming a heavenly lord. Countless starlights converged from all directions, and Lin Moyu's body began to emit a faint glow. Lin Moyu automatically floated up, and a surging long river appeared beneath his feet. Countless starlights flowed through Lin Moyu's body and into the star river of the starlight law. These starlights were refined in the star river of the law, becoming purer, removing all impurities, and finally entering the soul, condensing into a small star in the soul world. Using himself as a medium, borrowing the power of the star river of the starlight law to condense stars. This is the starlight refining method created by that supreme. Day by day, 10 days later, a small star completely composed of starlight was already shining in the soul world. The starlight slowly flew up, heading towards the depths of the soul world, shining brightly there. In the soul world, there were already many white stars of spells. And now, there was an additional much smaller star. The white stars of spells were like stars, and this star was like a planet, the two complementing each other. The soul world seemed to gain a bit of vitality. Starlight scattered, and Lin Moyu felt his soul world slightly strengthened. It really works. Lin Moyu keenly sensed this change. The effect of one star was not strong, but it was effective. In the starlight refining method, one star is indeed not much. 100 stars can basically ensure that the constructed rule world will not become the worst trash. If there can be thousands, tens of thousands, or even billions of such stars. Lin Moyu felt that constructing a perfect rule world would not be a problem. Thank you. Lin Moyu said softly. The Supreme had no name, and the inheritance never mentioned the name of this Supreme. But Lin Moyu received the benefits he left behind, so saying thank you was the least he could do. While thanking this Supreme, Lin Moyu also thanked the Holy Talisman Heavenly Lord. Without him, he would not have received this inheritance. No matter who it was, as long as they were kind to him, Lin Moyu would always remember. At this moment, the warship had already stopped and detached from deep space. Without Lin Moyu's control, the warship was flying aimlessly in the starry sky. A few days ago, it had already reached the vicinity of the destination. Now, it had flown a bit far. Lin Moyu left the warship, stepping on the star river of the starlight law, advancing in the starry sky. He multitasked, continuously using the starlight refining method to condense stars. The first time took 10 days, but Lin Moyu knew that as his proficiency increased, the time to condense stars would shorten. After becoming fully proficient, he could even condense 2 or more stars at once. Lin Moyu headed towards the location of the third inheritance, his figure constantly flashing in the starry sky, each step covering 30 million kilometers. The star river of the starlight law beneath his feet always existed, and the starlight refining method never stopped. Multitasking was too easy for Lin Moyu, almost without any impact. While advancing, Lin Moyu began to review related information. At this moment, he started multitasking, still without any pressure. Special Secret Realm, Wood God's Secret Realm. The Secret Realm opens once every 100 years. There are still 3 years until the next opening. Lin Moyu memorized the information related to the Secret Realm one by one. After reading the information on the Human Emperor Network, he began to access the information from the Secret Realm Strategy Group. This had become Lin Moyu's habit. Before entering a secret realm, he would thoroughly review the information to be well prepared. This secret realm was somewhat special. Although it was located in the outer area, its difficulty far exceeded that of other secret realms in the outer area. Moreover, the level restriction was above the God Sovereign level. It could be said that outside the advanced area, such high difficulty secret realms were very few in number. Every time the secret realm opened, a large number of people would come from other areas. Between the outer area and the primary area, a massive vortex is slowly rotating. Its rotation speed is very slow, but the momentum is not small. Each rotation is accompanied by a huge rumbling sound, and at the same time, a vast energy fluctuation is emitted. A large amount of energy in the starry sky is being absorbed into it. Outside of it, cultivators have already arrived. The Wood God's secret realm opens once every 100 years, and every time it opens, its entrance appears in the starry sky 3 years in advance. Whenever the entrance appears, many god sovereigns from various regions of the divine city will come and gather together. They want to enter the Wood God's secret realm to seek opportunities. In the divine city, most secret realms exist to train cultivators, but for god sovereigns, they no longer need training. Over the millennia of cultivation, they have experienced most of what they need to, and many god sovereigns have gone to the outer battlefield or ventured beyond the star domain, gaining extensive experience. For god sovereigns, opportunities are more important. For example, the mysterious star secret realm is like this. Those who cultivate the starlight law can obtain the materials needed for cultivation and improve their realm. The Wood God's secret realm is the same. In the Wood God's secret realm, one can obtain the Wood God flower. The Wood God flower can enhance the soul realm, which is of utmost importance to god sovereigns. In the current era where physical cultivation is declining, any means to enhance the soul realm is a supreme treasure. Therefore, every time the Wood God's secret realm opens, it attracts a large number of god sovereigns. Moreover, the Wood God's secret realm is very special. The number of people who can enter each time is limited. Once the limit is reached, latecomers cannot enter and must wait for the next round, which is 100 years later. To ensure fairness, every time 3 years before the secret realm opens, god sovereigns who want to enter will come here and compete to determine who can enter. Over the years, a mature set of rules has been formed for the competition, and the entire process is managed by the Human Emperor Network, ensuring fairness. After reviewing the information about the Wood God's secret realm, Lin Moyu's eyes revealed a hint of curiosity. The secret realm is divided into 3 difficulty levels, corresponding to the low, middle, and high tiers of god sovereigns. The grade of the Wood God flower in each difficulty level is also different, corresponding to the low, middle, and high tiers. Each difficulty level can accommodate 1,000 people, and unlike other secret realms, the 1,000 people in the same difficulty level can meet each other. This rule, it feels a bit like a dungeon. Lin Moyu thought of the dungeons in the small world, which also had different difficulty levels like normal, hard, and hell. Different difficulty levels offered different levels of rewards, and the Wood God's secret realm seemed to have many similarities with dungeons. Compared to those god sovereigns, Lin Moyu knew even more. He knew that the Wood God's secret realm was also evolved from a core rune of an ancient warrior, and the Holy Talisman Heavenly Lord had specifically modified this rune. The rules of the secret realm were also personally set by the Holy Talisman Heavenly Lord. The Holy Talisman Heavenly Lord modified the rune, set the rules of the secret realm, and left a part of his inheritance inside, waiting for someone to obtain it. However, no one else knew how to obtain this inheritance, but Lin Moyu did. But the rules are the same for everyone. Over the years, if someone accidentally broke the rules and obtained the inheritance. Lin Moyu analyzed and felt that although this possibility was not high, it was not impossible. This shows that the arrangements of the Holy Talisman Heavenly Lord were slightly inferior to those of the mysterious Master. Lin Moyu arrived near the Wood God's secret realm, saw the secret realm from a distance, and sensed powerful auras. In the starry sky, formations had already been set up. These formations enclosed a large area of the starry sky, forming a venue similar to an arena, managed by the Human Emperor Network. God sovereigns who want to enter the secret realm will compete here, and only the winners can enter. Lin Moyu arrived silently, keeping a low profile and not greeting any god sovereigns. But he still attracted the attention of many god sovereigns, mainly because he was too famous, coupled with his current unique state. Lin Moyu stepped on a star river of the starlight law, looking somewhat like he was flying with a sword. Others had their star rivers above their heads, but Lin Moyu was the only one stepping on his star river. It's Lin Moyu, why is he stepping on the star river of the law? I didn't expect him to come to the Wood God's secret realm. Unfortunately, the Wood God's secret realm has strict restrictions on realms. Yes, although he has amazing combat power, according to the rules, he can only enter the low-tier difficulty. In fact, he shouldn't come. The Wood God's secret realm is not very useful to him. Even if he wants to come, he should wait until he becomes a high-tier god sovereign. Yes, if he reaches the high-tier god sovereign level, he might be able to clear the secret realm and obtain the Wood God Flower King. In the Wood God's secret realm, there is a supreme flower called the Wood God Flower King. The Wood God Flower King appears in the high-tier difficulty, but no one has ever obtained it. It is said that it can only be obtained after clearing the secret realm. In the eyes of these god sovereigns, although Lin Moyu was very strong, his realm was limited, and he could not truly clear the secret realm to obtain the Wood God Flower King. But Lin Moyu's appearance also reduced the number of slots in the low-tier difficulty to 999. After all, Lin Moyu could clear even high-level secret realms, and his combat power was unquestionable. People discussed Lin Moyu, and some greeted him. Most god sovereigns had a favorable impression of Lin Moyu. "Mr. Lin." A familiar voice called out, and Lin Moyu looked over to see Yu Chengfeng and several other members of the Yu family. These people had fought alongside him in the Dark Void and could be considered comrades. Lin Moyu smiled and greeted, "Senior Yu is here too." Yu Chengfeng approached, "I'm here to try my luck, but it's hard to say if I can get in." Yu Chengfeng was an 8th-tier god sovereign, strong, but there were many high-tier god sovereigns here, and more would come. He couldn't guarantee he would get in. Lin Moyu sensed Yu Chengfeng's aura. "Senior Yu seems close to a breakthrough." Yu Chengfeng said, "Indeed, I'm just a step away. If I can get in this time and obtain a wood god flower, I can break through. If I don't get a wood god flower, I'll just go into seclusion for a few decades." Yu Chengfeng had a scholarly demeanor, and when not fighting, he looked like a scholar. He spoke calmly, not in a hurry. If he could get in, that would be best. If not, it didn't matter. But the other Yu family god sovereigns with him were clearly more eager. They all wanted to enter the secret realm and obtain the wood god flower. Yu Chengfeng said, "Mr. Lin's presence here is unexpected. Given your realm, the wood god flower should be of no use to you." Yu Chengfeng knew a bit about Lin Moyu's situation, knowing that Lin Moyu's soul realm was extraordinarily high, so he asked. Lin Moyu smiled, "I'm not here for the wood god flower." Yu Chengfeng was a bit surprised and asked, "Is your goal the wood god flower king?" Lin Moyu smiled but did not answer. Whether the wood god flower king was useful to him was uncertain. But his goal this time was indeed not the wood god flower, but something hidden deep in the secret realm, far more precious than the wood god flower. Yu Chengfeng did not press further and said, "The competition will start in a month." Lin Moyu glanced into the distance and then signaled to Yu Chengfeng, "Follow me."